Okay, and then it's time to install this drive shaft in this right side, and this is like front passenger side, and there is idea that I need to connect this drive shaft in that hole, and in there, in deeper, we can see this target, and I take better view. Okay, and then when I move that, we can see in their deeper area there is this target where we are planning to in there is hole where I can next I am focusing this drive shaft, and it's go through in there, and then I continue. Okay, and here is my drive shaft, and first step is to clean this area what goes to this gear inside in this gearbox, because all of these parts they can destroy this gearbox bearings and wheels, and that we need clean cotton cloth, and then we check all areas that there is no any sand or any particles or anything dust, because this is so critical part. Okay, now I think that it's clean, and then I start to insert that in this hole, and I a little bit first move that part, and then this drive shaft goes forward. Okay, and it is in there, and then I move it more forward in there. Okay, and then when it is in that position, we need to go in this below of this area in here, that we can insert this part to gearbox. Okay, and then we are in here below of this engine area, and there is this then our target, and this part is gearbox, and there is this hole, and hole is actually in there, that I need to little bit back that my part, and I continue soon. Okay, and now there is this drive shaft, and target area is that hole in here, and next I take that in my hand in here, and I insert that this one in here, and then there is critical thing that I need to take in here grip and move that so much that this gap what is in here is away. And sometimes this takes time, and it's sometimes better to go take in there a little bit other place, and I will show that next. Okay, and in that position in here I can hit that better, and when this goes a little bit deeper in there, locking system is okay, and it's good to rotate. Okay, now I think that it went a little bit more, and we go to check that situation in below of this area next. Okay, and now we are down in this area, and then when we check, there is no any gap in there, and drive shaft is okay. Okay, and this is important balancing wheel in this drive shaft. Okay, and then I continue. And then next task is to insert this drive shaft head in that hole in here. And before of that, I need to clean these parts, that there is no any sand because or any dust is, and carefully, and that hole too. Okay, now I think that it's clean, and then I can take my grip in here and move that part here. And this went. This went nicely. Okay, now it comes in here. Okay, and then I can insert in here this locking nut next. Okay, and then I have in here the special Toyota's locking nut for this new model in this 2007 and newer cars, and that's a little bit fasten that, and then when this is in that position it's like semi-fasten. Then I need to insert this ball joint. Put this in here down, and now I am torquing that part, this part in here, and let's look that closer. Okay, and next I need to insert that ball joint in here to these holes in here, 3 holes, and these 2 bolts in here, they goes in this first holes in here, and then the one goes in here a little bit longer area. And here is 2 nuts, and here is 1 bolt. And next I need some special tool that I can bend that control arm down. And we continue. Okay, and next I need that kind of long steel bar, what is quite thick, 1 inch, and very durable, and this name is actually crowbar. You can purchase this in like Home Depot or Costco. And then I insert that tool not in this. This is very sensitive, the steering component. Do not bend this anything. But in there, when I insert in that position, in there, and then I a little bit, then this control arm goes down. And this is my target. And when it goes down, I can insert this my ball joint in here, in that area. And next we will look that closer. And here is this ball joint, and then I insert that in here, and then when I bend that little bit, there is this my crowbar in down. This control arm becomes in here more down, and I actually change this position, and now it goes down, and then I can insert this my ball joint. I can rotate that, and then first bolt in this, in there, a little bit movement, and it is almost in there. And movement. Okay, it's quite near. Position, and when this is in there, I continue. Okay, and now this first bolt is in there, and then I will do the next in that one. A little bit bend that control arm that I can insert this bolt in that hole, and when this is finished, I continue. Okay, and now all of these bolts are there, and then these places are in here, and that one in here, and then I need this special nuts. First one in here, and then the only one becomes in here, but it is so that I need to press that metallic part a little bit down in that way that I insert my thumb, and then this goes nicely, and then the final one in here, and then I fasten these bolts, and I set up torque friends moment torque 120 Newton meters, what is about 90 lbf, this force. Okay, and then I continue. Okay, and then I have this 17mm socket what fits in here, and then I fasten this all bolts, and then when this fastening is okay, then I take my torque friends tool and I do that final torque friends moment tightening, and we continue. Okay, and then I need this torque friends tool, and there I set up force. What amount was this 90 lbf foot, and I rotate that my torque friends in that way, and then this scale moves. And this is, by the way, excellent tool because it's made in England. This is so durable. This is okay, and then I set up in here 90 lbf, and this torque friends is really critical step, because if we don't fasten these bolts enough tight, then we might have bad accident. And Newton meters is 120. Okay, it's in there. And then I go to insert the tool, and there is this my nut, and then I fasten, and when we hear this click, the torque is okay. Okay, click was there, and then next bolt, and we hear click, good, and then the final one. Okay, and it is there. Okay, good. And then recheck. Recheck is mandatory, because professional can also do mistake. Recheck. Okay, and now moments are okay, and we can continue. Okay, and next part is to insert this wheel and tire back. And I lift it up. And there is this wheel, and then nuts back in there and force. And when I have inserted that wheel, we continue, and I need to fasten this central bolt next. Okay, and then it's good to tighten that bolt, and then this one in here, and then that and that and that, and this socket size is 21 in this Toyota Corolla. I use force first my hands, and then that one, and wheel is now in air. It is not in yet ground. This is like pre-tightening and pre-fastening. Okay, and then I use my hand, because this must be in stable, no any tolerance or gap, and then it is fine. And the next step is to lift down and move, because now this wheel is in air, and the final step is to tighten this central nut. Okay, and I continue. Okay, and then next step is to insert this wheel and tire in here. I lift it up. Okay, now it's in there, and then nuts clean, and check that there is no any sand inside in this bolts. This must be clean, because if there is sand, then we have issues, and then it's good to take this 21mm socket, put which in here and fasten in here, and all time move in hand this wheel, and first this bolt fasten and then in the other side, and all time little bit movement, because this wheel must be in very solid and accurately against this brake disc. And then in here, next opposite side, and then in here, and this is like pre-tightening, not the final. And then in here, and then I check in my hand that is this okay, and then again this pre-tightening, and in here, and okay, now this is fine. And next step is to fasten and tighten this central bolt. And before of that I need to lift down this car, because now this wheel is in air, and I continue. Okay, and then it's time to fasten this central nut, and for that we need 30mm socket, where is 12 corners. This is special socket, but this we can purchase this in autostore.com shops and online. And then I fasten this bolt first. And then when I have fastened that enough, then I need to do this final torque wrench fastening and tightening. Okay, and now this bolt is in tight, and then I need to do this final torque wrench do, and this moment is 200 Newton meters, and there is the scale end 200 and 150 lbf. And let's rotate. I rotate this amount, and then we listen that okay, now there is 200 Newton meters. Then I insert socket and let's fasten. And then we hear this click. Okay, and it was in there. Okay, good. And then I fasten also this wheel nuts, and it is 100 Newton meters. Yeah, now I fasten this nuts also, and then one important thing what I need to do next is that I need to hammer in here this nut locking dent, and I will do that next. Okay, and next I need to do this small dent using that kind of pike, and this is like locking dent in here. I insert my tool in here and then hammer, and I hammer that little bit, and then I finish that using that little bit different kind of pike. And actually this first one was better. Okay, now there is small dent, but is also like locking pin. This is this locking idea. Okay, good. And now this work is almost done, and final step is to insert this cover. And then when this cover is okay, this work is done. Okay, and thank you for watching, and have a nice day to you.